Hello, this is your Life Path Tarot reading for the week beginning Monday the 13th of July. And as usual, I'll be looking at the energies we're bringing into the week, the blessings and the challenges, and what we can leave behind and what we can embrace instead. So, beginning with the energy we're bringing into the week from last week, that's the card on the bottom of the pack after I've shuffled them, and it is the Five of Wands. So there's a feeling of maybe conflict, a little bit too much energy, a little bit of, not quite sure what I'm doing, not quite sure what's going on here, a little bit of conflict, a little bit of trying to find your ground, find your easy place, regain your, not so much your comfort zone, but just regain your balance. So that's what we're coming into after last week. So I would say that this is, for most people, going to be about refinding your balance, your point of balance, the place where you feel at ease, comfortable, balanced, and not in conflict. So let's look at what the energy of the week is. And this is the Seven of Pentacles. So this is about looking at what you're harvesting and planting new seeds. So this week is all about looking at what you've gained, what you've harvested, the fruits of your labors, and thinking about, okay, where do I take that next? What do I do now? Looking at what's worked, what hasn't worked, what's given you an abundant crop, what could have done better, and pruning your future plans accordingly. So it's about literally taking stock and planning on the basis of that. What's your most fruitful path now in the future? Where should you push ahead? What's going to be the most rewarding? Okay, so the blessings that go with that. The blessings that go with that, and these go together quite nicely, because as I said, it's about looking at what you've harvested and taking stock. And the blessing is we get the Hanged Man. So this is a very good opportunity to take a step back, take stock of the situation, very much like this, very much the energy of the week, and to look at things from a different angle, from a different point of view. You might see something, it might look the same, but it might change your opinion, it might change your view, it might change what you decide to go ahead with, where you decide to put your energies, where you decide to put your intention, let's put it that way. Which is interesting, because if we came into the week with leftover energies, Wands energy, which is about energy, deciding where you put your energies now could help you to feel more balanced and more certain, on firmer ground. So the blessing is that there is an opportunity this week to take a step back and just review things, just see if there's a different angle, a different way of looking at things. And it might change your point of view, like the Hanged Man's. The challenge then, the challenge is another major arcana card. So this is, the Hanged Man's a major arcana. The Hermit is a major arcana card. So these point to quite big things in life, not the minor everyday things. The challenge is to look inwards at your judgment, your wisdom, your intuition, your inner knowing, what you've learned, what you've experienced, rather than looking at what other people have done before you, or what other people are listening to what other people are saying. This might be where the different point of view comes in. Everybody around you might be saying one thing, this is the way to go, this is what you should be doing. You need to listen to yourself, and that can be a challenge. If everybody's saying, oh yeah, you definitely need to do this, and you're thinking, I'm not so sure, it's quite difficult to really ignore, take it into consideration, but refer it inwards. What do you think? How do you feel? What is your view of it? You have inner wisdom. You have your intuition. You have your instincts. You need to listen to those. And the challenge is to do that this week. So the blessing is there's a chance to take a step back, look at things from a different angle. The challenge is the angle you need to look at them from is your inner self. Okay, so what can we leave behind this week? Okay, it's the Eight of Pentacles. So we had the Seven of Pentacles as the energy of the week. What we can leave behind is the feeling that there is something we should be doing, that we're not quite proficient in something. You know that feeling, I need to do one more course, I need to take one more workshop, I need to do one more seminar, I need to know about this before I can move ahead. I'm not quite certain about that. Leave that behind. You have all the mastery that you need to move forward and to make a judgment. If we're talking about this, making a judgment, you have all the mastery that you need to make that judgment, to decide your next steps, your path. You don't need another course. You don't need to get better at something. You can do if you want. It's adding to your skills, adding to your experience, adding to your knowledge is always a good thing. But you don't have to do that in order to move ahead or make a decision or know what it is that you think. You have enough already. You've done enough already. You're there. Add to it if it's fun. Add to it if it makes sense to you, but you don't have to. That's not a requirement. Okay, so what you can embrace instead are, more Pentacles, but this is the Queen of Pentacles. So instead of feeling that you need to know more, that you need to add more, be more proficient, have more mastery, have more knowledge, be better somehow, just be the Queen of Pentacles. You have enough resources. You know everything that you need to know. You have the energy, you have the strength, you have the wisdom, you have the intuition, you have the knowledge, everything that you need. Just embrace that. Embrace what you have already achieved. You are the Queen of Pentacles, and men can be in their queendom as well. It is about, queens are about nurturing and sort of having, if kings are about authority and knowing and making sure that everybody's in the right place, doing the right thing and following the right plan and laying down the plan in the first place, the queens are about making sure that everybody comes along at the same pace, so nobody's left behind. Nobody's uncomfortable, nobody's left out. So queens are very inclusive. Kings are about command, so, making sure everything's going well. Queens are about making sure everything's going well and everyone's happy about that and everyone's on the same page and behind it and seeing what the advantage is for them as well. So queens are much more nurturing energy, but that can be, men can have that energy as well as women, just as women can be kings. They can be commanding and have authority. But the Queen of Pentacles is the energy to embrace this week. Sitting in your queendom. You don't have to do anything more. You have enough. Share it. Use it to benefit yourself and everyone around you. Instead of worrying that you don't have enough, use what you have. You have enough. Okay, so that's this week. It should be an interesting week. I hope you have a lovely time with it, and I'll see you next Monday.